This is Top Accolade African News Updates. I am Soibifa Jagridge. Mubarak Bala, a Nigerian atheist who was sentenced to 24 years in prison for blasphemy-related charges in 2022, has had his sentence reduced to 5 years on appeal. According to Bala's lawyer, James Ibori, a panel of 3 judges in Kano State ruled that the original sentence was excessive and against the provisions of the law. It is under when Bala, who has been in prison for 4 years, is likely to be released. His case sparked international outrage when he was arrested in 2020. A group of Muslims had filed a petition to the authorities accusing Bala of posting uncomplimentary messages about Islam on social media. He later pleaded guilty to all 18 charges and was sentenced to 24 years in prison by high courts in the Muslim-majority northern state of Kano. There have been widespread calls for Bala's release, and his detention has incited fears about freedom of speech in Nigeria. The Premier of Western Cape Province in South Africa has said he would not give up hope of pulling more survivors from the rubble of 5-story building that collapsed in the city of George 8 days ago. Alan Winde said the rescue operation was proceeding layer by layer to ensure the safety of anyone still trapped alive. About 20 people are still missing, though Mr. Winde said the presence of subcontractors at the site meant he still was not certain about numbers. 32 people are now known to have died. No one has been rescued since Saturday, although Mr. Winde said past experience from the earthquakes demonstrated that people could survive on the rubble for extended periods. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa is due to sign into law a contentious national health bill that aims to provide universal coverage to millions of poor citizens. The National Health Insurance (NHI) bill seeks to give South Africans of all races, rich or poor, and legal long-term residents access to quality health care. It was passed by lawmakers last year and is set to be implemented in stages at a cost of billions of dollars. The opposition parties and civil society groups wanted the bill to be referred back to Parliament, saying it was flawed in its current form. The bill will be signed into law on Wednesday at the Union Buildings, the presidential office in the capital, Pretoria, the presidency said. It comes just days after the 29th May national election that could test the ruling African National Congress 30-year rule. South Africa is still considered the most unequal societies in the world, with huge wealth gap and 84% of South Africans relying on often poor quality public health care. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu has ordered all government agencies to purchase only vehicles powered by natural gas as part of the country's efforts to transition to cleaner energy and cut high fuel costs. In the directive issued, presidential spokesman Ibori Ngelale, Mr. Tinubu said he expected all government departments and agencies to start disposing of all petrol or diesel-powered vehicles going forward. All new government vehicles, generators, or tricycles must utilize power or be powered by electric energy sources. The president added, President Tinubu expressed his commitment to effectively harness the country's gas potential to elevate the burden of high transportation costs on the masses. The directive comes a few weeks after the government announced plans to roll out more than 2,000 gas-powered buses and tricycles in an effort to slash transportation costs before 29th May, when President Tinubu turned 1 year in office. Nigeria holds Africa's largest gas reserves, but they are underutilized due to inadequate processing facilities. That is the size of Top Accolade African News Updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Tuesday.